See a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. The pitch to the left. It's a running room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds the big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. They'll run the toss. Makes a man miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Got his man, and they will score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
The Monarchs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Monarchs headed quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Wants to throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Finding an escape route. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Out of space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the run, it's Turner. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook movement.
It's a seam wide open, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gets the back moving. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, this offense has started the season off so...
Oh, they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes the quick grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air. It's Locklear. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. This time they'll go to the running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Hit as he throws.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They send the tight end in motion. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, ODU. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the grab down the middle. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he had the answer to the test right there.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Selden. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Got it behind the line. It's Turner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
How many first downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Locklear. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They're working that left side, and he'll be smacked to the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Monarchs will punt this one away. put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg.
The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw. It's clear. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll go right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, The analytics don't work in every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Here's a heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And it slips just inside that right upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 25 to Tennessee.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, you'll have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught in the backfield, it's Holloway. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Hokies are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Butler. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. To the air, it's Locklear. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And we're about about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got room to work. Turning on the Jets. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Hokies are marching down the field. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Scanning the field, it's Locklear. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give on the inside. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with our onside kick.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
At the 10-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Locklear. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Monarchs.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Virginia Tech, 27. Old Dominion, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's 2nd and long. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Coming up, 4th down.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. The sure hands. It's Green. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, the inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On the move. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Monarchs will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Wants to throw. It's Locklear. Might be looking to run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 25 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hokies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, ODU.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground for that distance and pick up the 1st down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, any...
Right down the middle. Touchdown, Hokie. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more on. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good.